Okay, so hey guys, welcome to part 17, or the finale of the first season of the F1 Manager Minardi Manager Career mode. And yep, that's right, this is the finale episode in this first season, the 1999 season in fact. And well, here we are. I mean, it's Suzuka, which has hosted many famous finales before, notably Senna and Prost, and obviously we are going to be battling Prost as well, because if you look at the Constructors Championship, we are ahead of Prost and Arrows actually. And if Prost don't score 3 points or more, then we will finish ahead of them. Well, you know, if they don't outscore us this race, then we keep our 9th place in the championship. So we actually, in effect, are having a battle with Alain Prost in the Constructors Championship, and also in the Managers Championship, we are also having a battle with Alain Prost. So we're basically representing Ayrton Senna in this regard, apart from the fact I'm not Brazilian and the team's not McLaren. Well, you know, but we're battling Alain Prost around Suzuka, and it's going to be a great finale, even though we know we're going to finish at least 10th in the Constructors. But it's going to be an interesting battle. But the race weekend starts on the 30th of October, that's 2 weeks' time. I'll see if there's any news between now and then, but we are running dry on news because I think most teams have announced most of their contracts. So we'll see if there's any news between now and then. So I'll see you then. Okay, so hey guys, so we did just have the news screen did just flash up then, but it was just sponsor news, so it's nothing that interesting. But alongside all of these weekly reports, which I'm going to get rid of because obviously they're spamming, my emails, we've got merchandising proposal, and that is holdalls. Holdalls, what on earth are holdalls? I've no idea what they are, but it's a contract of 35 grand a race. That's actually pretty decent for 13 races, so that's a very good contract, so we're going to accept that. So that means, oh god, there's all our sponsors. Actually, oh, they're all running out, actually. But luckily their interest with us is 100% because we're giving them a ton of assistance, so we're going to make sure to renew these contracts at the end of this race, but we'll get onto that. So yeah, we've got Minardi branded t-shirts, Minardi branded holdalls, whatever they are, and Minardi branded mugs, giving us a total of, what's that, 75 grand a race in merchandising. That's pretty good, although the mugs are up for renewal, but I'm sure they will. I'm sure they've made tons of money out of Minardi mugs. But anyway, so that's all news, well, for this week anyway. So I'll see if there's any news next week, so I'll cut to that if there is. So I'll see you then. Okay, so hey guys, so there wasn't any news. There wasn't even, the news screen didn't even come up this time around, so, you know, pretty boring couple of weeks, just our merchandise, and that was it. But here we go, so we've got the Suzuka track for the finale of the F1 Manager, well, of the F1 Manager Minardi Manager season, for this season anyway, for the 1999 season. Before we get all of our new people in, obviously Damon Hill, Neil Oatley, Mike Gascoigne, Stefano Domenicali, Mika Salo, and Owain Green. And then obviously we're going to be getting Mercedes-Benz engines, Magneti electronics, we're keeping, and AP Racing brakes. But we've got to just last one more race with all these parts, one more race with all these people. And I'm sad that they're leaving us, but oh well, we're going to move on to bigger and greater things, and think Dudot's going to Ferrari, Massimo Cusimano's going to Williams, Mazzicane's going to Arrows, Genet's going to Arrows, Gabriel Chiedozi is going to Sauber, and where is he? I know, I can't remember where Chiedozi and Bruno are going, but they've both found jobs, I remember, because they've done well for us. But we've got one last race here, and it doesn't matter because we can't lose our 10th place in the Constructors Championship, which obviously is what we need to not get sacked. But we can fall down to 10th from our 9th place, but equally we can go up to 7th if BAR don't get any points and we get 2. And just a reminder, McLaren have already won the Constructors Championship, and Mika Hakkinen has already won the Drivers' Championship. So basically this is just a race of fun. There's no pressure at stake for anyone really. The only interesting battle, I suppose, the only realistic battle really that could happen is in this kind of midfield for Constructors. So Stewart could overtake Jordan, but that's unlikely. I'd say this battle here, battle for 4th or possibly 3rd. and also the battle for 7th in the Constructors, because easily Sauber could get there. But yeah, there's not that much pressure at stake for us, or even for the Constructors or Drivers' Championship. So this is just going to be a fun race around Suzuka, so I'm going to take you to the final practice report this season. So I'll see you then. Okay, so the practice session for the final Grand Prix in this 1999 season has just ended, so let's take a look at the results one last time this season. So Michael Schumacher came first in the Ferrari, and even though his title challenge is over, he's hoping to put a firm stamp on his place this season, and also show Mika Häkkinen he's not to be reckoned with for the next season. Mika Häkkinen's teammate David Coulthard lines up in second for the McLaren, with Eddie Irvine again having a great performance to be in third in the Ferrari. With Mika Häkkinen, the 1999 World Champion, really underperforming considering he is the current World Champion, as he's down in fourth. We then see Damon Hill and Heinz-Harald Frentzen in the two Jordans, taking the last 2 points position places this season, for by no means the first time this season. Alexander Wurz and Giancarlo Fisicella come 7th and 8th in the Benettons, with Rubens Barrichello in 9th in the Stewarts. Both Williams have a disappointing practice session to be 10th and 11th, with Schumacher 10th and Zanardi 11th. Ricardo Zonta is in 12th, with Johnny Herbert down in 13th. Olivier Panis is 14th, Jacques Villeneuve is 15th, Jean Alesi 16th, both Minardis of Dudot and Genet come 17th and 18th, and Jarno Trulli in the Prost is miles off of the pace of everyone else, setting a lap time 4 seconds slower than the person next to him, which is Marc Genet, and 7 seconds slower than his teammate Olivier Panis. I don't know why there's such a big gulf in Jarno Trulli's times and whether it's just a setup issue, but it is worrying for the team which so far hasn't scored any points this season and is currently sitting bottom of the Constructors. Now we noticed that there are only 19 cars that completed a lap this practice session, and obviously both hours are out for the rest of the season with engine issues. But the other car not to set a lap time was Pedro Diniz in the other Sauber, and Jean Alesi finished 16th in his Sauber, but with Pedro Diniz not setting a lap time, it's unknown whether there's some inside issues as to Pedro Diniz being allowed to race a car, or whether there's another engine related issue, as we've seen with Arrows. I'm sure most people watching F1 right now would hope that that isn't the case for the team currently sitting 8th in the Constructors standings. Okay, so the qualifying session around the final Grand Prix for this 1999 season has just ended, so let's take a look at how the grid will line up tomorrow. Mika Häkkinen confirms his place as the fastest driver this season, and obviously the world champion this season, lining up first for tomorrow's race. Michael Schumacher, his main rival, lines up just behind in second, with Mika Häkkinen's teammate David Coulthard lining up third in the other McLaren. Eddie Irvine is then 4th in the other Ferrari, with Heinz-Harald Frentzen and Damon Hill getting 5th and 6th in the two Jordans, as we saw in the practice session. Olivier Panis has a brilliant performance at Prost, and the team that has struggled massively this season might get some points if Olivier Panis can keep this pace up for tomorrow's race. Rubens Barrichello is in 8th, with Ralf Schumacher down in 9th, Giancarlo Fisicella is in 10th, and Johnny Herbert is in 11th. Alexander Wurz is in 12th, both Minardis of Luca Dudot and Marc Genet line up 13th and 14th, ahead of the 1997 World Champion Jacques Villeneuve down in 15th. Jean Alesi is in 16th, Ricardo Zonta is in 17th, Alessandro Zanardi confirms that he has been the most underperforming driver this season, qualifying down 18th, which is awful considering his teammate qualified in 9th. Jarno Trulli is 19th and last in the other Prost, and it's unknown why Jarno Trulli is so far off the pace of his teammate, especially as his teammate came 7th, and Trulli had similar issues in practice as well. So it's unknown what's going on with Trulli or with his car for this Grand Prix. And again you'll notice only 19 cars finished a lap time. That was obviously due to Takaki and De La Rosa's Arrows not having enough engines to be able to complete the season, and as such won't take any part in this Grand Prix as they have done for the past 2 Grand Prix. And similarly, Pedro Diniz did not complete a lap in qualifying as well. Much like he did in practice, So these issues that seem to be affecting his car, and only his car, reoccurred again today, and whether it's a lack of engines, as we've seen with ours this season, is very worrying for fans of the sport who want a full grid. Okay, so hey guys, so that was the practice and qualifying report, and I do fear that Pedro Diniz's other Sauber might have run out of engines actually. I do fear that because why he didn't complete a lap in practice and qualifying is a mystery, and to us the lack of engines is the only thing that could be, because you always get tons of electronics and you always get tons of brakes. It's usually the engines you get the least amount of, so if he has run out of any part, it's going to be the engines. Unless Pedro has just had the unluckiest Grand Prix weekend possible and for some reason just crashed out in both practice and qualifying. But anyway, I have remembered to replace the parts for this race, which obviously I forgot to last race. Obviously the chassis is 8% worn, but that's not really, the chassis is not something that fails. God, if your chassis failed, that would be the most brutal. Like if your chassis, how would it fail? It could snap in half. That would be. If your chassis snapped in half mid-race, that would be the most brutal way to end a race possible. I can't think of a more brutal way to end a race than having the car literally just snap in half. But anyway, yeah, that's not going to happen, don't worry, or it shouldn't do. No, it's not going to happen, but it doesn't matter, it's fine. But Luke Dudot's got a brand new, well, 0% worn chassis. And we've set the Grand Prix strategy there, obviously Mark Genet paying a lap later, and we're doing a 2-stop strategy. So let's head on to the race. And so we got to put in TV view. That took a long time. I might have cut that out actually, but that did take a long time to load. That was up with my laptop. It's gone a bit funny these past couple of days, but for some reason, what is going on? Why is that Ferrari wonky on the grid? What happened there? Okay, so that's just a. Okay, that was a nice start. Actually, I like the replay. We saw the start of the race, but what I was going to say is why do the front of the field start moving before the back of the field? Like, you're never going to have any overtakes at the start if the people in first set off like several seconds before the people at the back. Whether is this De La Rosa retiring in spectacular style? Yeah, much like last race, except a lot quicker this time, because as you remember last race he spent forever trying to retire, and what Takaki, is he doing it spectacularly like he did last race? Come on, Takaki. Oh, beautiful retirement. That was dramatic. If you remember his Malaysian retirement, he was going about 10 miles an hour, but yet he did a fancy handbrake turn, and oh no, so Diniz has got an engine failure, surely. Well, he's run out of engines, and yep, he went off. So we've got 3 retirements before the race has even started, and why on earth the FIA or even to us, why on earth the game makes them start, I don't know, because obviously, if this game is realistic, it wouldn't make him start. Actually, someone put down a comment ages ago, why don't you play Grand Prix Manager 2, and I did play it, and actually, that game's very realistic, because the timings are more realistic. It's got the 107% rule, which in itself is a massive improvement, and also, let's say engines, right? You can't get the better engines until you've proven that you're either financially stable or that you're a better team. So I did just a quick playthrough with Minardi. I tried to buy Mercedes engines, because that's not deja vu, and they wouldn't let me, because they said my place in the championship wasn't good enough. And now I tried to do it with Benetton. I was like, I'll get Benetton Mercedes engines, and they said no, not until you have a German driver. And I'm like, alright. So that game's a lot more realistic, but it's also pretty difficult. I don't know whether it's difficult or I just don't understand it, but it's quite annoying. But no, it's quite good actually. I do respect it. It's definitely a good game, and whoever told me in the comments to play it, I have played it, and it is quite a good game. And whether I'll cover it on the channel at some point, I don't know. I probably won't do a series on it, but whether I do a couple of videos of me playing it, yeah, I'll get to that if I do. I have no idea what I'm saying. I'm just waiting for the lap to end. And it's a pretty boring lap actually, but there, look, both the Minardis, so there we are. Olivier Panis is still in 7th. That would be a worry if he gets some points, but hopefully the field's going to filter itself out. Although 3 retirements, nah. But it's well, it doesn't matter. Our 10th place. Yeah, there you go. Pedrotin is. I don't know why he's rated last, ranked last actually, because he retired a few feet further up the track than both De La Rosa and Takaki. So if anything, it should be De La Rosa 22nd, Takaki 21st. Well, yeah, and Pedrotin is 20th because that's the order. Well, that's the order they retired, and that's also in terms of track distance. Pedrotin is covering more of the track, but at the end of the day, it don't really matter. And where is Panis? 12th. Okay, so he's fallen down the order a bit. And Jacques Villeneuve, you're a former world champion, mate, and he's down in 12. No, he's down. Oh, what am I saying? He's down in 19th with a retirement. And Damon Hill. Oh, Damon Hill, you're gonna be with us next race. Yeah, and Johanna Trulli's out of a driver error. Well, to be honest, he's going slow anyway, so it makes no odds. And Johnny Herbert's out of a fuel retirement, but what I was going to say is Damon Hill is coming to us next season. Well, actually, yeah, next race, actually. He will be with us, and I don't really want to see him retire with driver errors. And Olivier Panis, no, Olivier Panis isn't just ahead of us. Ricardo Zonta's actually separating us to Olivier Panis. But it's not, I mean, unless like Olivier Panis wins the race or something, which he did do once before, didn't he? Monaco, yeah, the race which had, I think, was it, I can't remember, was it the 96 Monaco Grand Prix, which had like the fewest retirements of any Grand Prix ever? No, the fewest finishes, I mean, of any Grand Prix ever. And he won that. Yeah, there were only like 4 finishes. Well, technically 3. Well, 3, 4, whatever. Finishes, and that, I think pretty similar saying that's the only race Olivier Panis has ever won. So yeah, there you go. While I was talking about that, we got some more retirements. Anything? It's Zanardi with a driver error. Well, I told you he's a pretty underperforming driver. Well, this season anyway. Olivier Panis actually might score some points. Oh no, we are gonna have a battle with the Prost. Actually, we are gonna have a battle with the Prost. Eddie Irvine's retired with driver error. Ralph Schumacher's retired with driver error, and we are gonna have a battle with the Prost. Oh no, Sean Lacey, yes! Sean Lacey's over. No, what happened to Sean Lacey? He's out with a barge pole failure. And Olivier Panis is out with an engine failure. We're almost in the points. We just need one more retirement. But is it going to happen? Yes, it is. Luca Dudot is in 6th. He's going to get 4 championship points. Oh, that's brilliant. We just need a finish. We're going to finish our laps. Come on. Yes. Luca Dudot, you've been brilliant for us this season. The one race that you outpaced Marc Genet is the one of the few races that we scored points. And Luca Dudot has got 4 championship points. That actually might have put us ahead of Sauber. That should have put us ahead of Sauber. We've gone up from 9th to 8th in the Constructors. And we deserve it because we can manage our engines this season and Sauber seemingly can't. That's brilliant, actually. That really was a battle with the Prost, actually, but they had an engine failure. What engines are they using? Peugeot. Well, we saw Top Gear's video about Peugeots a month ago, and they said they weren't very good. Well, they're not, actually. Well, so we came 6th. Where are we on the fastest lap rank this race? 17th. That says a lot about the reliability of the cars in this game. Luca Dudot was the 17th fastest driver out on track, became 6th. Olivier, yeah. And Zanardi was dreadful, 13th fastest out on track, but his teammate was 7th. No wonder Zanardi's not getting a drive next year. He's been replaced by Takaki, of all people. Although Takaki's got 2 points. So I ain't going to knock him. Actually, I will knock him. Why on earth is he at Williams next year? But anyway, I'm going to dwell on that. We got a point. Luca Dudot got 4 championship points. That's brilliant. That is brilliant, actually. So we're ahead of Prost. We should be ahead of Sauber. We're getting 8th in the Constructors. So McLaren win makes no odds, really, because Mick Hacken's already won the drivers and McLaren have already won the Constructors. So race report. It doesn't matter if all those parts are heavily worn because, because that's the end of the season. And the tech race, who won the tech race? McLaren won the tech race this season by far. We have the most advanced electronics, but obviously we've got Magneti Marelli's. And any other team that's got Magneti Marelli's will have the most advanced electronics. And Massimo Kusuma, who's leaving us this season to go to Williams, thanks to his brilliant skills, he gave us another 1.9 million. And thankfully, the FIA gave us an extra 300 grand for getting that point there. So that's brilliant. We got over $1 million in prize money this season. That is something I would never, ever have predicted to happen. Where am I looking? There you go, yeah, 1.2 million in prize money. So let's take a look at the end drivers' results. So McLaren comes first, Luca Padoa comes, well, where's that? So it's 22nd, 20th, no, 22nd, 21st, 19th. Hang on, 22nd, 21st, 20th, 19th. Marc Genet comes 18th. Yeah, Marc Genet comes 18th, 17th. Takaki comes 16th. And Luca Padoa comes 14th. Just behind the former world champion. And why on earth Padoa's getting a test driver role next year is beyond me when he came 14th. And just behind Villeneuve. And remember, he's in a Minardi. Well, I mean, Minardi's going to be great next year, but, you know, at the minute, they're not that good. And Constructors' Championship, yes! We are ahead of Sauber with joint on points, but thankfully the alphabet goes in our favour. And we have come 8th in the Constructors' Championship, just behind a team that has a former world champion in it. I mean, you could argue they are a brand new team. They're also the richest team this season. But they can't spend any, well, they can spend any of that money, but only for next season. So that's brilliant, That's brilliant with obviously McLaren winning Constructors' Championship. We take a look at the final manager rating. So Paul Stewart wins Team Manager of the Year. Ron Dennis is second. Sean Todd is in third, which, I suppose. Eddie Jordan is the fourth best manager this season. And me, I'll say we, because obviously you watch my videos, you support me, you keep on making me, you keep on giving me support to make these videos. So it's got Pierce Luton Rules' name on there, but because of you guys supporting these videos, watching these videos, liking these videos, commenting on these videos, that is us in 5th, even though I did all the work, but that's us. 5th in the Constructors. So that's brilliant. With Tom Walkinshaw, rightly so, getting last in, last in with the Arrows, and Peter Sauer, fair enough, he deserves to get last. No, second to last rather than the manager ratings. Although, to be honest, he has done better than, what's she called? Can't think of her name, but that woman who's the team principal at Sauber at the minute, because she's got all sorts of contractual issues with Sauber at the minute, but I'm not going to go into that. So there you go. But you'll notice, right, 1st of November. Now, what we got is we got some news to be announced. We've got some sponsors to renegotiate contracts with, and we've also got to finish building next year's chassis, which current estimated date is the 3rd of December to be finished by. And actually, just to be safe, I'm going to give Gabriele Chiedosi 5 more designers, just to be safe. There you go, 28th of November. Yeah, it's 84% done. Hopefully it should be done. So that's it. That's the season done. But we've just this video is going to carry on until the 31st of December. So we're going to get some new sponsors, and actually, I want to get some sponsors that will look good on our car. Now, Winner F1. Problem is our big paying sponsor. His contract runs out in 2 races' time, so that's a problem. They're taking a lot of ad space on our car, but which sponsor will look good? Red Bull, there you go. We want Red Bull on our car. Well, I do anyway. Red Bull. Who else do we want? But we've got the highest rated sponsor that's contracted at the minute. PlayStation. I definitely want PlayStation. If we're allowed to have PlayStation on our car, I'm having them. Even if it means our ad thing isn't as good. Play Life. Oh right, yeah, I was thinking the sign. Don't worry. Kickers, they'll give us something back. MasterCard. What, the team who sponsored? Is it Lola? The team who sponsored yeah. Was it Lola, that team that took part in the '97 season for one practice session? No, for the practice session of the qualifying session were so far after 107% rule that they just weren't allowed to enter. Any other sponsor that would look good on us? Tic Tacs. Oh yeah, that'd be cool. We'll have Tic Tacs on our car. Whatever. Anything else? Oh, I thought it said Tesco then, but it's Texaco. Anything else? Virgin Records, might be quite cool. Yeah, we'll get Virgin. We get Richard Branson backing us. Obviously Virgin do have, obviously Marussia used to be Virgin, and obviously Virgin, I'm pretty certain have a Formula E team. I'm not a massive, I don't follow Formula E. I'm going to start following Formula E, but I'm pretty certain there is Virgin Racing Team. So yeah, that'd be cool. But yeah, anyway, yeah, I'm going to cut to some news if anything comes, just whenever anything interesting happens. Because this episode is going to run to the 31st of December. So, I'll cut to the news. So, I'll see you then. Okay, so hey guys, so we have got some news. Well, we just got loads of emails from our sponsors. So, Virgin can't sponsor us because they've got an agreement with Arrows. Whatever. What about, who's this? This is PlayStation. Oh, I want PlayStation, yes. Money price, I'll give 700 grand per race. I definitely want because I'm a PlayStation person. I've got PS3 and PS4. Well, I've got all the PlayStation consoles actually. Definitely PlayStation gamer. So we'll get a PlayStation on the side of our car. Beautiful, and the front wings. Beautiful. I like that actually. Well, hang on, what if we take it off the front wing and put it? Actually, no, that won't work. Or will it? Oh yes. Oh yes. That's brilliant. I love that. Actually, that's not an effective use of ad space. I don't really care. I'm just going to plaster PlayStation over the space. Or over the place. There you go. We're now the PlayStation Minardi. Okay, that's not really an effective use of ad space, but... yeah, because what are they getting? They're getting 840 grand's worth of ad space for only 700 grand, but... I think the car looks great. But I'm a PlayStation fan. I mean, if Xbox were in this game genuine... well, Microsoft, obviously Xbox wasn't a brand in 1999. But if Microsoft... or let's just say hypothetically if Xbox was on there, I would have Xbox on there as well. I'd have PlayStation and Xbox on there. That'd be brilliant. I'd love that. And who is this? That's Red Bull, but we've just taken up loads of ad space, so we're going to have to decline that. Who's this? Tic Tac. Oh, I wanted Tic Tac. Oh, they're sponsoring Ferrari. Damn it. Okay. So we got some new merchandise. What's this? We got so much finance stuff happening now. Mugs. Yes, we'll have mugs. Oh yeah, that's just being renewed. Yeah, mugs. Telefonica. We have not got enough ad space. I'm so sorry. Because look, if you look at the background picture there, Telefonica were probably the title sponsor for Minardi. And what's this RBM? We're gonna have to decline them. Frezza. We can sell a Frezza. Yes. We will have Frezza on our car. Oh, this takes up the last of our ad space. This is it. So Frezza will be there. There'll also be there. And then there'll be there and there. So we've only got 3 sponsors on our car. We've got BR Patronus, or Petrobras, PlayStation, and Frezza Office Furniture. Oh no, I wanted inline skates, Rossi's. Oh no, we're parting ways with Rossi's. Oh, this is a sad time. Remember that joke about inline skates I made? I'm gonna actually, you know what, you might not remember, but I'm gonna put in the joke I made about Rossi's inline skates, which I made probably like one of the early episodes. I can't remember. But I'll put in that joke now. Yeah, they're Italian, so it's nice for obviously the Italian team Minardi to have an Italian sponsor selling inline skates. God, bet you at this minute in time those inline skates probably go faster than our bloody car. Yeah, so Rossi's, we've had a great partnership with them as you saw, and it's a shame we're gonna have to our business relationship ends there. And kickers, they look so good on the side of our car, but unfortunately it's PlayStation now, and we're gonna have to reject them. But we've got a new look. Minardi has got a new look, and I love it. We've got some weekly reports. Oh yeah, we have to assign the assistants. PlayStation now a joint hire sponsor. So actually, we won't need as many assistants now. Am I right? 22, they had about 10. Okay, we're gonna just... oh, I don't want to lay off 35 staff. That's not really our Minardi roles. And look, we're getting way less sponsor income per race, but I think our car looks good. I mean, you may disagree, but I think that's good. Anyway, yeah, we've got some weekly reports. Yeah, I'll cut to any more news as and when it comes. So I'll see you then. Okay, so hey guys, so well, it's not really news as such, but Gabriel Chilosi's still working on it, even though he's going to, I believe it's Sauber next year. You can check a description, but I believe he's going to Sauber next year. He's new side pods and new suspension units, which obviously aren't going to be a use to us because we're going to have to start from scratch next year. But he's still working hard, bless him. And actually, since he is working hard, let's hope he is. Hey, wait, how is he just coming along with the chassis? It's done, yes, the chassis done, actually. So there you go, that means I'm not going to be sacked this season because we've met our Constructors requirements. The chassis is finished, so there you go. But yeah, so for December, we've got to wait a few more weeks. So yeah, I'll cut to any more news as and when it happens. So I'll see you then. Okay, so hey guys, so here we are, we're at the 31st of December, and we've paid our last portion of the salaries. Well, actually, we're going to pay our last portion of salaries, once we get to tomorrow. So our finances have gone down, but luckily we saved up loads, over the course of the season. I'm just getting rid of the final weekly report, so Gustav Brunn's made some more stuff, even though he's leaving us to go to Prost next year, I believe. But there you go, he's still working after Minardi. He's passionate about Minardi, and I think he's sad to leave us, and I'm sad to see him leave. And Gabriel Chiedosi, he's leaving us, I believe, to go to Sauber. And, you know, he's been working away hard, and I'm really sad to see him go. And Massimo Cusimano, the most underrated person for us. He's got us a ton of money this year with merchandise and sponsorship, and also he's made our car look brilliant next year thanks to acquiring PlayStation sponsorship. And he's going to Williams next year. He's working alongside Takaki and the mighty Ralf Schumacher, but he'll be leaving us, and I'm really sad to see him go, since he's done so well for us. So that's how our team has looked this year. Gabriel Chiedosi is our designer, Gustav Brunner is our technical director, Massimo Cusimano as our commercial manager, and then Luca Padoa, brilliant for us, getting 4 points this season. He's going off to Ferrari as a test driver. Marc Genet is going off to replace the hole that Takaki has made at Arrows by... Yeah, what am I saying? Yeah, he's replacing Takaki at Arrows alongside De La Rosa, so there you go. And test driver Gaston Mazzacano, he's going to Arrows as well. So I'll be sad to see all of these. I'll be sad to see all of these guys go, even though we paid Mazzacano 750 grand this year and he did nothing. But there you go. Whereas next year we've got Neil Oatley, which is going to be brilliant, ex-McLaren designer now coming to us. Technical director Mike Gascoigne, working at Jordan at the minute, as you can see from the yellow overalls, overall shirt, whatever. But here we come to us. Commercial manager Stefano Domenicali, and also he's Italian, so we're not losing that Italian edge there. And then obviously replacing Luca Padoa with Damon Hill next year, which I'm massively looking forward to. Mika Salo is going to be our new second driver, and the mighty Owain Green, the EA employee himself, is going to be our test driver for next year, which actually we will see some action of, which I'll come to in a second. Obviously, Ford Zetec engines, they weren't that good, but it doesn't matter. We're using Mercedes engines next year, which are going to be brilliant. And then, so this year we're using Magneti Marelli electronics, and they were brilliant for us, actually, and brilliant. Well, I suppose all of these teams kind of underperformed. Williams did, Ferrari... Yes, Ferrari did, but... the chances of them being McLaren were unlikely. Sauber underperformed, Benetton did, and BAR did, so... I think we're the only team on that list that didn't underperform, but we're going to be using Magneti Marellis again next year. And this year we use Brembo brakes, and next year we're going to be using AP racing brakes alongside people like McLaren and Arrows, so there you go. So we've got an improvement on our team next year. Our team's going to be improved next year. That's brilliant. And I just want to say, you know, it's been a great series. It's been a great series from these guys on screen. It's been a great series from your guys. You've given me a ton of views, a ton of likes, and even though I'm really small on YouTube, you know, I'm still under 100 subs. You know, I'm really proud of the support I've been given on this series, and the support that, you know, these guys here have given us for our team. But next year for Minardi, we got a new look. We've got a completely new direction. This is the first year. Well, no, this year coming up will be the first year where my new direction that I've taken Minardi in is going to take full force with the new contracts I've arranged, the new people I've drafted in, and hopefully Minardi can go to the top. And just one quick thing I want to say is I will have a channel update yeah, we'll have a channel update coming up the day after this video's up, so please, even if you're a sort of person who only watches my F1 Manager videos, please watch that channel update video. It will be coming out a day after this video's come out, so please check that, because it's got news about other things I'm doing in this channel. It's also got news which will affect the uploads on this channel of this series, but don't worry, this series isn't stopping, so that's fine. Plus also, there will be a season montage coming up sometime after this, which I will get done. I'm aiming for something like Alex Stopps's F1 Challenge Career Mode season montages, which actually are based in the same years that F1 Manager is, but I'm trying for a similar sort of season montage to which he's done. So be sure to check out that, and then we'll see the next season, which is the next episode of this series, which will be the next season, will be the 2000 season, which is going to be around pre-season testing in Spain, and that's going to be brilliant. We're going to get a first look at how quick the cars are with the pre-season testing in Spain, around Catalonia, which I'm actually going to attend. It'll be the only test day I'll attend. But yeah, I'm really thankful for your support in this series. I'm really thankful for the support these guys have done, and Minardi, who are taking a new edge next year with these parts that we got, with these people that we got. Minardi will be taking a new step next season, a new leap forward, and even though we come 8th in the Constructors this season, we can aim for better. We really can. We're just behind BAR, and we're 154 points off of McLaren. So to be honest, it's difficult to go down from that. So I'll see you guys for an exciting season next time. So I'm just going to quickly just save the game here, and as you can see, I actually did do a career mode with Minardi there, which I will probably show you at some point actually, but it took me 3 years to get there. So I'm just going to save over this, and we're going to so this has been a great season from all the guys back at base at Minardi. It's been a great season from all these guys, great season from all of these people, some more than others, and it's been a great season overall with great results from absolutely everyone. And I've enjoyed this series. I'm sure Mika Hakkinen did in McLaren. I'm sure McLaren did win the Constructors' Championship. But obviously that's a gap that can only really get smaller from there. So I'm looking forward to next season so much that let's head on pre-season testing now.